what's popping, and welcome back to Popcorn. And this is a minisode where we talk about things that can't just wait for the main episode. And in this case, a thing that couldn't fit enough into a main episode. So this is Pop Bite number 6, Taylor Swift edition. So
Cholo's favorite topic.
yes, my favorite topic to talk about again and again.
She was almost our thesis topic.
She actually was.
Ay, oo nga.
we had a whole thesis topic talking
It
about
was like in our list of proposed topics.
because of course I was there
Yeah.
and I kind of wanted to talk about
Wait, what was it supposed to be about?
like social
She
media
don't
and
remember.
creating like a pop star or creating
Of course. Okay.
yeah. So Taylor Swift, I love you. Yun na yung podcast actually. So anyway, a huge bad blood. We are not calling it a feud because Taylor Swift has a lot of bad blood with a lot of people, and a huge feud just erupted a few days ago about Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun.
Just when you think na okay na siya. No?
Yeah, oh my
Yes.
god.
So, nagbati na siya with Katie.
Yeah.
She started being more political. Tapos bigla.
Yeah, and then like her
I'm
music,
back.
her music videos have been so happy. I've been so.
So just to recap everything that happened in the past 2 days, 3 days. It's a developing story
Yeah.
for everyone. So ang daming nangyayari pa rin as we actually record this episode. So what happened was si Big Scooter Braun, the manager of a lot of famous Hollywood people including Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, announced that his group Ithaca is purchasing Big Machine Records, which has been Taylor Swift's home for the last 6 albums.
Most
Six
whole of her
albums.
career.
The whole career.
Except for this
last
new one.
Except for the
Parang,
recent
era.
She went
era.
to Universal.
She's
Sony,
now
right?
with Universal Music Group under the RCA Records sub-label. So, with that $300 million purchase ng Big Machine Records, that also came with Taylor Swift's whole catalog of songs, the masters, everything she worked for in the last how many years of her career. And of course, that sparked outrage on her end. So, as Taylor Swift would do in any other issue that she would like to voice out, she made an open letter on Tumblr, her favorite website, and she said for years she asked, this is just a recap of a summary basically of what she wanted to say, and she was saying for years she asked for the chance to own her masters after leaving Big Machine, but that deal that they were offering her was gonna replace each old album with a new album.
Yeah, she said na to get one old album, she had to like
quote unquote
shell out
earn
a new one.
Yeah, so parang she just chose to let that go in Taylor Swift fashion. She said that she wanted to focus on the future rather than look back at the past, and that meant leaving the masters with Big Machine. And she said that she only found out about this whole Big Machine purchase on the same day that everyone found out, and she woke up to the news, and she said that she's so frustrated that her art, everything she had worked for, will be owned by Scooter Braun, who she is now saying has been bullying her all these years because she gave these examples. For one,
Kanye and Bieber,
Kanye West
right?
is one of his clients, and parang he had a say in whether Kanye West would release quote unquote revenge porn against Taylor in that music video he released. And arguably
Taylor said it was revenge porn.
so that includes the Taylor Swift is Over party, which happened in 2016.
With the
Kasalanan
Snapchat
yun,
thing.
Scooter.
Well, I think with Scooter's.
Like talking really
Go.
softly because I'm like scared of my Swifties that are gonna come after me. I'm just genuinely curious kung may kinalaman
So this
si
is
Scooter
this has been 5 minutes of me talking about the issue. Kasi ang haba din ng issue.
Yeah.
Because Kanye West is one of Scooter Braun's clients, and as a manager, of course, you still have control over what your artists are doing, and of course, he led to the hurt of Taylor through this sort of second-hand bullying happening to her because of Kanye West, and also apparently Justin Bieber.
I first heard about the issue through the screen caps that I saw on Twitter with what Bieber was saying and Cara Delevingne's response to the issue. So parang ako, ang daming sinasabi ni Bieber, like, and he doesn't make any sense. Like,
So, ayun, si Bieber kasi, as what Mika was saying,
Scooter Braun, ano yun eh.
he is the first
client.
ever Scooter Braun client, and during that whole saga of Kanye versus Taylor, which he has now let go of
did he sign
until
with
now.
anyone?
Si Bieber kasi was like, had a selfie on Instagram with Kanye and Scooter and said,
some other
"Hey
guy."
Taylor," yun yung caption niya, which he since deleted the caption, but
Papansin.
I mean, Taylor still has a screen cap of that, which she posted on Tumblr. So, yun nga, ito yung sinabi ni Taylor. Essentially, my musical legacy is about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it. This is my worst case scenario. This is what happens when you sign a deal at 15 to someone for whom the term quote-unquote loyalty is clearly just a contractual concept. And when that man says music has value, he means its value is beholden to men who had no part in creating it. So, sabi niya, when I left my masters in Scott's hands, I made peace with the fact that eventually he would sell them. Never in my worst nightmares did I imagine the buyer would be Scooter. So that's, she doesn't really care about
Where the masters
that the masters go to until now that it was Scooter Braun, because he has caused pain in her life in a sense. And she ended the letter by saying, "Thankfully, I'm now signed to a label that believes I should own anything I create," because she did move to Universal Music, which allows her to own all her masters and something about royalties as well. And sad and grossed out heartbreak emoji Taylor. So that started a whole
back and forth
between the whole, hindi naman the whole Hollywood, but a lot of people in
music
Hollywood.
business people.
So Taylor reacted to the news. Halsey voiced her support.
Which, wait lang can I interrupt for just a quick second? Si Halsey, I mean, props to her for like sticking up to Taylor, but like, are we just gonna forget na back like in 2012, she wrote a Hailor song na like sobrang naging viral where she was trashing Taylor and Harry's relationship because she was such a big directioner back at the time.
Oh my God.
Okay, wala lang, okay.
I mean, she did say, Halsey in her defense,
Sobrang funny.
with Taylor, she said na
parang Taylor was the one who inspired her to
I
write.
guess
but like in a different kind of way.
In a sense, that probably started her artistic journey.
It did.
And
Na sa pagkaselos niya kay Taylor dating Harry.
I mean, she did, and she said na without Taylor's inspiration to her, she wouldn't have even tried.
Which actually makes sense. Sobrang sumikat siya because of her
Taylor days.
medyo trashing Taylor.
Ashley days.
Oo. It was like kind of trashing Taylor a bit. Pero at least, yun nga, it did start her career. She wasn't lying.
And aside from that, si Justin Bieber issued a public apology to Taylor for his past behavior. But then he called her out for crossing a line
so it
with
was the
Scooter.
Instagram post na bago.
It's about the Instagram post. So a lot of other Hollywood people chimed in to this, including Hailey Bieber, of course, who defended her husband, si asawa ni Scooter, Yael Cohen, of course, Taylor's new BFF, Todrick Hall, is also defending Taylor, because he was a part of Scooter Braun's management for some time, and he said that Scooter Braun is a homophobic man. And Cara Delevingne also was one of Taylor's squad. Also defended her back when she had a squad.
That was her thing.
Her 1989.
That was her 1989 branding.
Please welcome to the stage. Bitch! Joke lang.
Scooter Braun.
Oof.
My gosh.
So yun, si Cara defended Taylor through Justin Bieber's account kasi Hailey Bieber called him a gentleman, and Cara Delevingne was like, "What? Are you serious about this?" Something like that. And then of course, Demi Lovato, who's under Scooter Braun, was defending Scooter, saying that I'm part of the LGBT community and Scooter has been nothing but the kindest person to me.
But that's to you.
And
Yeah, that's to you.
another big response to this was of course Scott Burketta,
I don't know.
who used to own Big Machine, saying he released Taylor's texts with him saying na nagpaalam naman siya kay Taylor, and they had he showed both Taylor's paalam
when she was
leaving the label and his informing Taylor that
he was selling
the company. But another big issue here is that people are saying na why is Taylor acting like a victim when her dad is actually a board member of Big Machine Records, which Taylor Swift's rep
says hindi.
Says although he is a board member here or a person who's
a shareholder.
No, right?
It might have been his representative na lawyer who went to that stakeholder meeting, and the info might not have been passed to Taylor.
Then fire that lawyer. Joke lang.
So yeah. So apparently Katy Perry also supported Taylor through the petition.
Character.
But they don't know if it's a bot lang or a random stranger acting as Katy Perry or if it's actually Katy Perry. So after 11 minutes of talking about
just a recap
of the issue, hello to everyone who's still listening, hopefully, we will now react. Is it a yes, a sax, or a pass?
It's a sax for me for now.
Same.
I mean, I would want to side for Taylor pa rin na syempre all artists should own their art. Parang that shouldn't be questioned na. Parang it should be a given. But unfortunately, with the music industry, especially in Hollywood, that's just not the case for a lot of artists. Not just Taylor. So, parang, of course, you want her to win in that aspect. Pero at the same time, medyo nasa-stress ako sa, just how everyone's been handling it on Twitter. So parang I was just like,
baby, now we got
I'm just like, I want to step away from the issue na, and like, I don't want to care as much because nakaka-stress yung mga tao online. Just like, talking about it.
But for me, it's a sax also, in a sense, because it's a really complicated issue with multiple sides and multiple angles. In one angle, there's the Taylor Swift and her art and her owning her art. For me, of course, props to her for actually speaking out about this, because other artists who don't have the same power that she does are not able to speak up so publicly and have the media talk about that. Kasi Taylor Swift is not one to back down when it comes to her business.
Yeah.
And
because it's her business.
Because it's her business, but which in effect also affects a lot of other artists, the smaller artists who couldn't fight for themselves. Na she once dropped out of Spotify because
she's back now though.
Because yun nga.
That was weird.
Because of the royalties.
Services.
She did come back because the terms of Spotify have changed. And that was a petty move also on her end, because that was a time.
She endorsed Apple Music right after.
No, she endorses all the music platforms.
Before it was just Apple Music.
At that time. Because Apple Music.
Spotify.
Because Apple Music, everyone is paid a paid subscriber. So what everyone listening to has to understand is that the portion of Spotify earnings only comes from those people who have Spotify Premium. And everyone else is free and may ads lang. So on a business aspect, of course, someone whose catalog is widely listened to, and on a business side, you won't earn as much on Spotify because you probably earn a cent for each play,
No,
regardless if how many.
Cents, I think. Yeah.
Parang ganun yung hatian sa Spotify. And with Apple Music, it's a premium music service, meaning everyone is paid, and that goes to the artist. So I mean, now she is back, and yun, for me, I love Taylor for standing up for this. Hashtag I stand with Taylor. But on the other end of things, the whole Scooter Braun angle of bullying and all that is kind of like a far reach to me. Na para, did she have to bring that up? She could have just brought up the whole
The business side
of it
Yeah.
without making such a huge fuss about
I don't
it.
think the screenshot was necessary. Tapos dapat pa may annotation pa yun eh. Parang this was when Justin was bullying me. I don't remember what it said. Pero parang ganun pa. Parang that one I could have like been okay kung she left that part out.
Yeah, kasi parang ang nangyayari ngayon is Taylor, of course, everyone who's in her squad or in her group of friends would of course defend her.
Yeah.
And that includes everyone we spoke about, like Cara Delevingne and Todrick Hall, because they are her friends and you would
Defend your friend talaga.
Yeah.
And then that's the same case for Scooter Braun's end, where Bieber and Demi Lovato would defend their manager because. Pero on Bieber's end also, parang his apology towards Taylor seems very
Why you
unsincere.
bullying him though? Parang ganun
Yeah,
lang yung
parang-
It was so half-assed, like, sorry, but you did something wrong
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
he wasn't addressing the actual issue. Kasi the Justin Bieber issue is more of like a side
Yeah.
cuento, and the main issue is the Masters. And he was like, sorry, we could just talk about this. Can't we just talk about this? Like any toxic male would say, I guess. I mean, that's diverting the issue to another one, diba? So it's a pass for Justin Bieber. But my only beef with this whole thing is, you didn't have to make such a huge publicity out of bullying or quote unquote being bullied.
grossed out.
I mean,
Sad and gross.
I mean, I guess I don't know what to say.
Oy, parang conflicted si Cholo
I'm so
ngayon because
conflicted.
usually
Oh
he
my
just stands
gosh.
Taylor all day,
just
every day, no
sides
matter
with-
what
That's
she
why
does.
I'm a sax, because
And
it's so
now-
complicated. And on one side, it is as I see people really protecting their art, their art, and usually people and labels really have mutual agreements as to how they would own their masters.
Yeah. Tapos medyo na-confused din ako eh. Kasi in like Scott's rebuttal, parang he posted a screenshot of their
Conversation.
parang their last offer daw to Taylor or something like that.
By how I understand it, the new deal with Big Machine nga, as Taylor said, would be she could have owned the master.
If
Kasi
she had
Scott
given
generalized
albums.
it na parang she had every chance to own it, but by every chance he meant that the deal would take her so long to own it. So Taylor chose to leave.
Yeah.
And then
Hindi ko nabasa eh. Parang medyo lawyery na yung vibe na.
yeah, so of course everyone would come to their own defense, but for every artist they deserve to own what they made, and arguably this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and Taylor Swift herself is a multi-billion-dollar
Oh my God.
artist, so it's really a big deal to her. So people are now clamoring for her to just re-record all her old albums. But we will see what happens.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this whole thing?
I'm also not appreciating yung, di ba, back when the Taylor Swift was over party noong 2016, everyone was flooding her with snakes na emoji. Pero ngayon naman, I noticed na all her fans are flooding whoever's like liking or like
With snakes.
with rats. Tapos parang, like,
So weird.
Why?
Oo, tapos parang, yun lang yung medyo, that's why nga parang I don't really want to get into this topic anymore after this conversation.
Hashtag they need to calm. They need to calm down. Oh, ayun na, nakuha ko na. Sobrang pagod ko na sa kakakwento about the whole saga that
As in-
I couldn't pronounce calm correctly.
As in, when I was trying to research about this issue, parang I saw like one fan account na parang gumawa talaga siyang chart ng parang this is the people, ito yung connection niya, and that person liked this person's tweet who was supporting this person and who was supporting Scooter Braun. Yung mga ganon. So, AKA, lahat ng mga tao sa
Yeah.
chart na to are rats. Yung mga ganon, parang
Fans can get so toxic. Talaga.
So, wala lang. Yun lang.
So
Parang-
yun, it's still a developing story as we said, but right now I'm in the middle. I mean, Taylor
conflicted
Swift.
si Cholo.
He's sad.
Medyo defeated yung face niya ngayon.
I love her, but she shouldn't have done that other aspect. They could have talked about it privately. Actually,
Yeah.
I think Scooter Braun already reached out because, if you go against Taylor Swift, the odds are
She knows she has the power.
Yeah.
Oo.
the odds are, even if I think she might be more popular than Justin Bieber at this point.
No, wala na si... Ano bang ginagawa ni Justin Bieber ngayon?
Exactly.
Other than
So,
being married.
yun.
Other than
Let's hope this
randomly getting married.
Let's hope this is settled na soon
Yeah.
enough
Yeah.
because
I just want all the facts out.
So we don't know if we're getting a bonus track on Lover about this feud. We'll have to see when it comes out on August 23rd, 2019.
Abangan nyo na, I'm sure you're gonna have
Yes.
an episode
So-
for that.
Cholo's gonna wait outside.
We'll be having a new episode about that whole Taylor Swift
Track
album.
by track analysis ni Cholo.
Yes. So that has been it for our Pop Bite Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun. We couldn't put this whole conversation on a popcorn, so
Yeah,
this
too
is the
long.
bonus. Congrats for making it here. We took quite a while,
I know.
Yeah.
and it's just good publicity.
Yeah. You're
Regardless.
welcome, Taylor.
You're welcome, Taylor. I love you. Please come up to the podcast.
Wow.
So, thank you guys for listening. As always, all our podcasts, minisodes or full episodes are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever podcasts are heard. Go and subscribe and rate the show so we can get up the charts. And of course, follow the Twitter and Instagram at Popcorn with Cholo. That's at Popcorn W Cholo. Thank you so much, Boodie, Rissa, and Micah for chiming in. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Wow. Singer.
Songer.